These are UPK-23 pods, fitted with a GSH-23L twin-barrel 23mm cannon, fixed burst length of 8 to 10 rounds, 250 rounds each. Now, for the same reason S5 rockets are a bit light and ineffectual, these rounds just don't quite have the punch you may want compared to your 80mm rockets, for example. The benefits are, a 23mm round is of course very cheap compared to missiles and even rockets. Though its effective range is supposedly 1.8 Ks, the pod is the lightest weapon pod the Shark can mount. So if you just want a little bit of extra munitions, these could be your solution. Now, these 23mm are only really effective against infantry and light-skinned vehicles, so BTRs maybe, but you still need multiple direct hits, so don't be stingy. You may find even just a pair of OFP-2 rockets are more effective than multiple 23mm bursts, and they're not too friendly on your frame rate. Rack them up if you need extra loader time, or the hot and or high conditions limit your options, but only use them against light, non-threatening targets. Given the UPK rounds don't appear to be better than rockets at punching through the DCS titanium tree leaves to hit infantry, light vehicles or outposts than even KOM heat rockets, it's just not that lethal, and needs to be done from close range. It's very ineffective saturating an area with it, and much better to pinpoint something and give that multiple bursts up closer, maybe a K-way. So, there be hacks in the Shark. At this moment, you can use them at the same time as the 30mm cannon. Yep, it's the only case where if you select their stations and have gun select up, then the release weapons trigger still works. So you can literally fire the 23mm pods at the same time as the 2A42. So in theory, if my math skills aren't all balked, having 4 of these pods and unleashing all 8 23mm barrels plus the 2A42 is over 80 Ks of cartridge weight expended per second. Trick is to laze up your target and or lock it. Then approach with your gun select off, so you still see the pipper. Ideally, you'd line up the pipper with the target and trim out so that the pipper will stay on target, unlike my poor skills showing here. But once that's done, flick up the gun select and now hold down the gun trigger and the release weapon at the same time to fire both weapon types. Now, given the extreme difference in effectiveness between the monster 2A42 and the 23mm, this isn't actually nearly that cool. It may just be better conserving ammo and using only one set of pylons or the cannon alone per run. Like the only possible extreme edge case scenario I can think of it lasing up a target with maybe 200 meters of another target to its left. Then you approach, line up your UPK pipper with the leftmost target, and then flick on the guns and fire both weapons simultaneously, thereby taking out the left target with 23mm fire and the right one with the 2A42. Like, let's pretend I need to hit both BRDM scout aerials at the same time to prevent them reporting my advance. Or how's about I display my dominance over the 2 5,000 rounds per minute Tunguskas? Edge case scenarios. But honestly, the 23mm is only accurate up real close, and may even be faster simply firing high rate of fire bursts at the first target with a 2A42 and then using the helmet sight or even that target point and daylink target switching I described in the link video to do it more smoothly. Now, I said those are likely hacks. See, the Shark cyclic is kinda interesting. In the normal position, the trigger is what's bound to release weapons. Pressing gun select is just the pilot flipping up that same trigger, which then reveals the gun trigger. So it's kind of a gun safety and a way to switch weapon modes. I'm not sure a pilot could even pull both the gun trigger and the weapon release triggers at the same time, if they wanted to. Anyway, that's a short summary on the UPKs. I might do a deeper dive into the UPK-23s at some later point with ideal ranges and targets. For now, UPK-23.